Let your English flow naturally.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Flow. I am Mary. Today, I want to talk about something very important: how Americans really talk. Not textbook English, not formal English, real, everyday, natural American English. Many students tell me, "Mary, I study English for years, but when I watch American movies or talk to Americans, I don't understand everything." This is normal. There is a big difference between classroom English and street English, between formal English and casual English, between textbook phrases and real conversation. Today, I will teach you how Americans really speak, the words they actually use, the phrases you hear every day, the cultural context behind their language. Let's begin. Why Americans sound different from your textbook. First, let me explain why American English sounds so different. In textbooks, you learn, "How are you today?" But Americans usually say, "Hey, how's it going?" Or just, "What's up?" In textbooks, you learn, "I am very tired." But Americans say, "I'm totally wiped out." Or, "I'm beat." In textbooks, you learn, "That is very good." But Americans say, "That's awesome." Or, "That's sick." Wait, sick means good? Yes, this is American slang. You see, Americans use contractions. They use slang. They use cultural expressions. They speak fast. They drop sounds. This is real American English. American conversation patterns. Let me teach you how Americans really start conversations. Instead of, "Hello, how are you?" Americans say, "Hey, what's going on?" Instead of, "I am fine, thank you." Americans say, "Not much, just hanging out." Instead of, "What did you do today?" Americans say, "So what have you been up to?" Notice the patterns. Americans use hey instead of hello. They use what's going on instead of how are you. They say hanging out instead of relaxing. These are not mistakes. This is how Americans really talk. Common American filler words. Americans use many filler words. These are words that don't change the meaning, but they make speech sound natural. Like. It was like really good. She was like totally confused. You know. It's really hard, you know? You know what I mean? I mean, it's not that bad. It was okay. Not great, but okay. So I went to the store. So basically, here's what happened. Basically, I don't like it. So basically, we're leaving early. These filler words make Americans sound relaxed and conversational. Don't worry if you don't use them perfectly. But understanding them helps you follow conversations better. American slang that confuses students. Now let me teach you American slang that confuses many students. That's sick. This means that's amazing, not literally sick. For example, your new car is sick. This means your car is awesome. I'm dead. This means that's so funny. Americans say this when something is hilarious. That joke killed me. I'm dead. It slaps. This means it's really good, usually about music or food. This pizza slaps means the pizza is delicious. No cap. This means no lie or I'm being serious. This movie is amazing, no cap. That's fire. This means that's excellent. Your presentation was fire. I'm low-key tired. This means I'm kind of tired or I'm a little tired. Low-key means somewhat or a little bit. High-key excited. This means very excited or really excited. I'm high-key nervous about the test. These words change quickly. New slang appears every year, but understanding the pattern helps you learn new ones. How Americans really express emotions. Americans are very expressive. They use strong words for normal situations. When something is good, that's awesome. That's incredible. That's amazing. That's fantastic. When something is bad, that sucks. That's awful. That's terrible. That's the worst. When they're surprised, no way. Are you serious? You're kidding. Get out of here. This doesn't mean leave. It means I can't believe it. When they agree, totally. Absolutely. For sure. You bet. Americans use these strong expressions for small things. Don't think they're being dramatic. This is normal American communication style. American small talk secrets. Small talk is very important in American culture, but it follows specific patterns. Safe small talk topics. Weather. Beautiful day, isn't it? Weekend plans. Any fun plans for the weekend? Work, school. How's work going? Sports. Did you see the game last night? TV shows. Are you watching anything good lately? Small talk responses. Americans don't give long answers to small talk. Keep it short and positive. How was your weekend? Pretty good, just relaxed at home. Well, on Saturday I woke up at 8 a.m., then I had breakfast. Nice weather, huh? Yeah, perfect day. Yes, the meteorological conditions are quite favorable today. Small talk is not about information. It's about being friendly and social. American workplace language. Americans have specific ways of talking at work. Instead of, I disagree, Americans say, I see it differently, or I have a different perspective. Instead of, your idea is bad, Americans say, that's interesting, but what about, or I wonder if we could consider. Instead of, I don't know, Americans say, that's a great question. Let me look into that. Instead of, you're wrong, Americans say, actually, I think, or from what I understand. American workplace culture values diplomacy. Being direct can seem rude. Americans use soft language to be polite. Common American expressions and their real meanings. Sometimes Americans don't say exactly what they mean. You need to understand the cultural context. We should grab coffee sometime. Real meaning: this is just being polite. They might not actually plan to meet you. That's interesting. Real meaning: they probably don't agree with you. No worries. Real meaning: don't worry about it, or it's okay. My bad. Real meaning: my mistake, or I'm sorry. I'm good. Real meaning: no thank you, or I don't need anything. Sounds good. Real meaning: I agree, or that works for me. Let's table this for now. Real meaning: let's discuss this later, or let's postpone this discussion. Understanding these cultural meanings helps you communicate better with Americans. American phone and text habits. Americans communicate differently on phones and texts. Phone conversations. Americans answer with hello or just yeah. They end calls with talk to you later or catch you later. They use hold on instead of please wait. Text messages. Very short responses. Lots of abbreviations. You instead of you. You are instead of your. Emojis to show tone. K instead of okay. NP instead of no problem. Text examples. Running 10 minutes late instead of I will be approximately 10 minutes late. Sounds good instead of that sounds acceptable to me. American digital communication is very casual and efficient. Food and restaurant culture. Americans have specific ways of talking about food and eating. At restaurants, I'll have instead of I would like. Can I get instead of may I please have? Good, when they don't want anything else. About food. That's bomb means that's delicious. I'm stuffed means I'm very full. I'm starving means I'm very hungry, not literally starving. This hits the spot means this is exactly what I wanted. Food preferences. Americans are very open about dietary restrictions and preferences. It's normal to say, I'm vegetarian, or I'm gluten-free, or I'm on a diet. American social interaction rules. Americans have unwritten social rules. Personal space. Americans like more personal space than many cultures. Stay about arm's length away in normal conversation. Eye contact. Americans make direct eye contact when talking. This shows you're listening and being respectful. Compliments. Americans give and receive compliments easily. If someone compliments you, just say thank you. Don't deny it or argue. How are you? This is usually just a greeting, not a real question. Just say, good, thanks. How are you? Don't give detailed answers about your problems. Time. Americans value punctuality. Being late without calling is considered rude. Tipping. Americans tip 15 to 20% at restaurants, hair salons, and for many services. This is expected, not optional. American humor and sarcasm. Americans use a lot of humor and sarcasm. This confuses many English learners. Sarcasm examples. Oh great, it's raining. They're not happy about the rain. Just what I needed. They don't actually need this problem. Thanks a lot. They're not really thanking you. Self-deprecating humor. Americans often make jokes about themselves. I'm terrible at cooking. I have no idea what I'm doing. This shows humility and makes others comfortable. Teasing friends. Americans tease people they like. It shows friendship and closeness. But be careful. Only do this with close friends. Understanding American humor helps you fit into social situations. American English in different contexts. Americans change their language based on the situation. With family and close friends. Very casual, lots of slang, interrupting is okay. With coworkers. Professional but friendly, some casual expressions, polite disagreement. With strangers. Polite, small talk, avoid controversial topics. Informal situations. More complete sentences, less slang, respectful tone. Learning to match your English to the situation is very important. Your action plan to understand Americans better. Here's what you can do to improve your understanding of real American English. Week 1. Watch American TV shows or movies. Focus on listening, not reading subtitles. Notice the casual expressions. Week 2. Follow Americans on social media. Read their posts and comments. See how they really write and express themselves. Week 3. Practice American small talk. Use the expressions I taught you. What's up? How's it going? Sounds good. Week 4. Try using some casual American expressions. Start with safe ones like no worries and my bad. Remember, you don't need to sound exactly like an American, but understanding how Americans really talk helps you communicate better. It helps you fit into social situations. It helps you understand movies, TV shows, and real conversations. Let me give you some final tips about American culture and communication. Americans value individual expression. They expect you to share your opinion. Saying, I don't know, or whatever you think all the time can seem uninterested. Americans appreciate directness, but with politeness. You can disagree, but do it respectfully. I see it differently is better than you're wrong. Americans are generally optimistic in their language. They say, have a great day, and mean it. They ask, how are you, as a friendly greeting. Americans multitask while talking. They might check their phone or do other things during conversation. This isn't necessarily rude in American culture. Conclusion. My friends, understanding how Americans really talk is about more than just language. It's about understanding culture. It's about fitting into social situations. It's about feeling confident in real conversations. Remember, textbook English is important. Grammar rules are important. But real communication happens with cultural understanding, with knowing how people actually speak. with understanding the context behind the words. Don't worry about being perfect. Americans are generally patient with English learners. They appreciate your effort to understand their culture. They will help you if you ask. Start slowly. Pick a few expressions from today's lesson. Practice them. Use them in real situations. Listen for them in movies and TV shows. Gradually, you will understand more and more. Thank you for listening to English Flow. I'm Mary. I hope this lesson helps you understand American culture and communication better. Remember, every culture has its own way of communicating. Learning these patterns helps you connect with people. It helps you feel more comfortable in English-speaking environments. Try using one new American expression this week. Share your experience in the comments. Which expression did you try? How did people respond? Until next time, keep practicing, keep listening, keep flowing with English. Goodbye for now.